Hello and welcome back to another video by Crusader Valix Entertainment. Before we get into today's video, please remember to click the subscribe button to be notified of all future content. With that, let's get into today's video. Today we're going to expand on our previous video and use the beginner tips to complete the Valley of Wonders mission in a timely manner. So let's set up our game and get started. Get a new game, Valley of Wonders. We'll choose normal difficulty just to show that the beginner tips are useful just beyond easy. I'm going to choose Queen Saphira Goldheart since she helped us demonstrate these steps previously. In the future, we'll mix it up, but for now, let's build off our last video. I'm going to skip the cutscene. You can watch it if you'd like during your playthrough, but for this video, we'll just skip it. Again, here's the faction information that it shows you at the beginning if you'd like to review it along with your starting magic. Here's our starting magic. Wrath of the Faithful and Army Heal. Do remember, this is random, random within your tome. So we chose Tome of Faith. There was, I believe, 5 options, and it gives us 2 of the 5 to start with. I'll be clicking through most of the main quest prompts since there's really no choices to be made. You just kind of click OK, or click the dialogue and then move on. Here on turn 1, we'll set up our production in our main city, starting with the workshop. We will hurry production, and then we'll queue up the storehouse and vendor. Then we will go over here to the arcane research. So I'm going to choose, of the options we were given, Stabs of Mending. I believe this is good since it takes 5 turns to get it started, and we already have Bannerman as support. And just to start, we do have a Whispering Stone, and we want to keep our city stability high. So we're just going to give it to our main city, keep the stability high, because as you see, it's not going to go into it. Oh, here it is. As you see, the higher your stability, the higher boosts you have for food and production. So we'll get that started early on. Then we will find our scout. Here he is. And we're just going to move him. Where do we want to move him? We'll get this resource node up here first. And it looks like there's another one up here. We'll queue him to go there next. And then we will combine our main army. Let's see, she is Sword and Shield, Bannerman, a ranged character, so we'd probably want a pikeman. And then the other ranged character. And we'll move them together, so it's not that big of a deal. So here we go, move them. It says it's a safe battle. We'll try the auto combat, and if the results aren't as desired, we can always retry and manually do it. There we go. Took some damage, but nobody died, so we're good to keep moving here. And that was part of our objective up here. We just need to build a farm next. And then we'll just tell her to stop, and then we'll wait. And it looks like a free city is talking to us. For the sake of this video, we'll just agree. And it looks like they are now down here for us to start talking to. Now that we're on turn 2, we'll go ahead and continue exploring with our scout and clearing out some of these NPC armies from our domain so that as we expand, we can get the resource nodes that they're on. Says the scout still can move some. Let's see, I'm not really sure what's over here. Looks like more resources. Check our city. Everything is going as expected. We'll queue up another pikeman just to have him. And we should be getting another population to annex our first farm in the coming turns. So we'll just keep an eye on that. And looks like we're at turn 3. Again, with our scout, we'll move him. Looks like there's an enemy on there. You don't fight with scouts, so we'll move past the enemy. Going to move our armies over. And then end turn. So you can see it's slow here at the beginning, but as you progress, it'll move much, much quicker. So we'll click on our city. We can annex our first province. Let's see, what's this? This has an iron deposit. Gives us some production, which will build our city buildings faster. But we need a farm for our objective up here. So we'll get the farm, and then we'll double dip with the iron deposit. All right, and looks like we finished the first quest, so we can choose our reward here. We can choose gold, food, draft. We're not currently training any troops, so we don't need that, or knowledge. This early on, knowledge isn't going to be the best option, I don't think. So I'm going to choose food just because it's going to grow us a little faster. You can see we can already annex another province. What's this? So we can get a farm here, which also gives us +2 from the river and +10 from a gold vein. Gold's going to be important as we start building our army, and the farm plus the river will give us 7 food, which will make us make us able to expand faster. So we'll choose that. I think that's a good first option. Looks like we've got some enemies here. NPC army in the water over here. And do note, we don't have the basic seafaring ability yet, so we'll need to kind of wait until we get that, until we explore into the water. So we'll move our units. We'll obtain that. It looks like there's a watchtower here. Just kind of see everything around. We'll combine our armies, do the fight. We will gain a wild speaker unit. Ooh, I like this. So 102 gold, get an extra unit. If you've never used them, they're really good. They can conjure an animal, and then you can use this skill on the animal to make them stronger. Now, they're only tier 1, but a free unit this early on, every battle, plus you can make them a little stronger. It can really turn the tide of any fight. And then we'll move Saphir on the mana node here. So we're gaining the mana. I never really have issues with mana, so we'll keep moving. I do remember we had some NPC armies over here. We'll queue up our armies to move. And it looks like our scout can't go in the water, so we'll have them explore out this way. It'll take them a couple turns to get there. Looks like we have a new quest. We just got to kill these folks. And the quests are indicated with the gold chalices on the minimap. So the first one is the free city. The other one is the NPC army here. So we'll work our way over here, and then we'll fight them. And I do like pacification first for this mission, just because I know that we're going to be integrating a free city, and we're going to be clearing out an infestation. So it really helps things move faster here. We'll queue up army heal. Will be beneficial as we're moving. Can annex another province. We're just scooting along here. That gold mine is occupied. Let's see, we have 75 food. We'll do some production here, and then we'll clear out the enemy that's on the gold mine so we can get the plus 10 gold. We'll keep moving our units. There we go. And we'll tell Saphir to go over top there. And if you have movement queued up, you can just click this continue move path button, and they'll continue to go along the path. There you go. And then they're done. And we'll move on. So I'm going to fast forward through the next few turns. It's going to be a little slow. We're going to just clear out these NPC armies. Get some of these NPC armies down here, resource nodes, and then when we finally get over here to these quest objectives, and it looks like there's an infestation right here, we'll come back and give you some more instruction. So we've met the Free City. They want us to give them a Whispering Stone to start the negotiations. We'll say, let's do that. You'll see I don't have my Whispering Stone because we gave it to our city. So we can just click on our city, withdraw, and then just go down here to the Free City and give it to them. And it'll start these negotiations. You can use your Imperium to boost these. I have never found that to be beneficial, just because of how I play. So I'll go ahead and just close this window, and we will continue on towards the quest objectives. So our storehouse and vendor have both completed. You can choose really any of these next few options. I would recommend going straight into the Town Hall 2 because you get the Bannerman and the Defender units. And then from there, you'll get some more options here. Let's queue up. We'll do the Stonemason just for production purposes. And let's continue. So we have unlocked more developmental skills. You got the fruitful integration. This makes absorbing cities take 2 less turns, and they gain 1 new population. This is really good for this mission just because it's part of the beginning steps. And then here's the basic seafaring we talked about earlier. And you can see we've been saving the Imperium every turn up until now, so we can get both of these. So we've got pacification, fruitful integration, and basic seafaring. These are all going to help us kind of keep moving through this mission. So here you can see we've hit the first quest objective, or one of rather quest objectives. Basically, you're going to choose it. You'll have some options to either fight it with whatever disadvantage there is. You can spend some gold to make that disadvantage go away so it's more even, or you can use Imperium. I try not to use Imperium unless I have to. So for this, it looks like we've got some gold that we can use, make that go away. It says it's a safe battle, so we'll just auto combat again. And we lost a pikeman. No big deal. We are going to have some defenders here soon, so I'm not too worried about these pikemen. And then we get to choose our reward. We can do an artifact. Let's see. It's an orb. We don't use those, or at least I don't use those. We can get mana, or we can get an ice spider unit. Tier 2 fighter. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll tell the spider to merge with this army, make them a little stronger, and then we'll clear out this infestation, and then we'll kind of move south to the free city here. Looks like we leveled up. Typically I'll start with either defense 1 or vigor 1. I like the vigor, gives them more HP since she's a frontline fighter. Our chaplain finished. We'll set our next research. I'm going to do hold the line. I use this a lot in manual battles. Spider needs orders. It looks like this is actually going to pull in Saphir, so we can just take care of this in this turn instead of waiting. Do auto combat again. Didn't lose anybody, which is good. Got rid of the infestation. Got a couple of items for our heroes, and then we got some food and some magic. So we're going to just take these, find Saphira, right click on her portrait, and we'll jump right into this menu here. When he reduce it's displaced by 3 hexes. So basically it makes it so she can't die. Heals 10% of the max HP as temporary hit points at the end of its turn in combat. Though not more than the units that started. Started turn on the world map. Oh, so a lot of healing here. We'll do Ring of Regeneration. I kind of like that better. And then I know there's some city ruins around here somewhere, and I want to find them. Queue up going this way. I want to find them so we can start building our other city. It looks like we can annex another province here. So here we can like double dip. This actually has a rainbow clover, so it's going to give us food and city stability. We'll do the conduit since we're a little low on our magic here. And it looks like there is some enemies up here that we're going to have to clear out. So let's backtrack a little bit. I didn't do a very good job clearing them out, I guess. Then we'll end turn, and we'll move right towards them. And we got a new development skill. One more Whispering Stone. I'm going to grab that real quick, and then just put that back in our main city here. And then we'll move our units. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. And we'll move on to turn 12. So let's review where we're at, and we will make a plan from here. We are 1 turn from annexing another province. We have some more resources across the map we can collect. We're working our way up here to get this resource node. And then we will work our way towards the free city and beyond. So we will grab the node, collect the resources, and work our way south. And we'll continue to look for the city ruins as we travel and clear out the enemies. For our next structure, let's see. We'll go with the granary, Masonic Hall, and we'll do the shipyard because, as you see, it unlocks some extra buildings. And let's continue. So it looks like the city ruins are just south of the Free City. So we're here, Free City's here, and here's the city ruins. We'll head to these, and we have enough Imperium to go ahead and build a city here. So we'll continue to work towards that. So for our next couple buildings, I've gone ahead and filtered by turns it would take to get these unlocked. I'm going to do the Wizard Tower. This gives a little more Imperium plus some vision range, and then it unlocks a few other things. So we'll do the Wizard Tower, and then the Clergy Commons, since we're getting a little bit low on mana. Here's a second free city. I know from experience they're just going to turn on us and make us fight them, so I'm not even going to worry about this for now. Just say be at peace for now, and we'll continue. So we will actually get this Bronze Ancient Wonder first. We'll queue up our hero to go here, and then we'll move on. Looks like he's attacking my scout, so I'm just gonna do auto combat. My scout's gonna die. I'll make another one. No big deal. Oh, looks like he's gonna build another city here, so we should probably hurry and stop that. Here is the Bronze Ancient Wonder. Let's take a look. We're not going to do that. 538 to 370. We'll do auto combats to just see what happens, and we can retry if we don't like the outcome. Some tier 1 units are lost. We can combine armies and move on. Here is a little hurt, so we'll wait to do some more fighting until she's healed up. Oh, look. So the reward is either Imperium, Knowledge, or Defenders. So I can actually get a tier 2 shield unit real quick. So click that. Dumps it right into her army. And let's see what we got here. So she has Bannerman, Defender, the Wild Speaker herself. Let's see what we got here. We can actually do these 2 monster units. And she's still quite hurt, so her strength is going to be low. We'll move her to the free city here, which we're working on integrating. Once this gets so high, we can actually integrate them into our empire, and we will control a city, and then we'll expand from there. So we'll use it kind of as a front. So let's continue towards that. And for the hero skill, I like mass rejuvenation. Really good to just dump a massive heal on all your units. And we'll do some manual combat to show that. And we're going to do defense one since she got hurt pretty bad in that last fight. And let's continue. We're going to queue up a couple tier 2 units here just to get them down into the fight with us. I'm going to hurry this defender just so we can get him moving, because it looks like we're going to have to battle the main bad guy here shortly. So we'll move our defender, he moves across here, and then we'll continue. And hopefully by turn 25, we've got this city integrated and we can actually take over this city. Soil Tenders is one of my favorite developmental skills. It gives you +5 food for your farms. And if you recall, we've been building those as we've been going, so this is going to jump our population pretty good. We'll do that. There's 1 farm, 2 farms, and 3 farms. So as we build additional farms out here, and probably here, it will give us more food, which will go to our population, and we can expand further faster. We'll move our units, move the armies together. Let's see, he's 494, and we collectively are, let's see, 633, so like 800. So move them together. We don't want to strand them any. Keep them a little bit apart just to kind of entice them, and we'll try to get this city in the next couple of turns. And we're actually able to integrate the city. We need 250, we've got 440. So we're going to integrate them. Do inspect. It just kind of takes you straight to the city view. Again, we'll give them a Whispering Stone. That's our second one there. And we'll set production. So I like to just see what we have. They don't have any quarries, so we'll want to do that. Get some mana, some gold, just basic things here. Probably start with the market since it's less turns here. I'm actually going to do the attract population here. And then, oh, look at that. That is a mana node plus research. We'll do the quarry plus the mana node here. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. We'll switch this back over to a quarry. So it'll take 3 turns to do that. No big deal. And we got this hero. Let's actually check him out. He's a magic user, it looks like. Let's see, do we have anything for him? Ring of Escape. There we go. So not much, but he is level 5. We're going to move him to this second army here. And we'll continue to move towards this city here. Gonna move right over top of it. And we still have 154 Imperium. This takes about 100. So since we haven't been spending this too crazily. We have enough. We can just turn it straight into a city, so it'll be 2 turns instead of their 4. We got complimented. There's a defensive pact. We are actually 2 gold short. We'll do that next turn. Just stuff. Move this chaplain down here once we get them next turn, and we're doing all right. So we got a city 1, city 2. We'll have city 3 here shortly, which will give us 3 heroes, and then we'll get up to 3 full armies of 6. I may, depending on the 3rd hero, I may actually toss them in one of these armies with another hero. It makes the army that much stronger. Heroes add a lot. So sometimes 2 and maybe even 3 if you're feeling froggy. Heroes can do great together depending on what their specialties are. So you can have like the magic user, a frontline user, and some support units obviously. And plus that helps when you go to these wanders because you can only do 1 army at a time. So right here it says structure can only be entered and fought in by 1 army led by a hero. So if you dump 2 or even 3 heroes together with some support units, you can actually fight some stronger wonders. So we'll just continue until we get our 3rd city, our 3rd hero, and then we'll see how our armies are from there. So we have our 3rd city. You can see the enemy's kind of right on our doorstep. And we'll take a look at what heroes are available. So we have a bunch of level 3s, a couple level 1s. I don't typically mess with the level 1s because I do tend to have enough gold to get some of these higher levels. Let's see. We have a great sword fighter. Another great sword fighter. Looks like misfortune, stack strengthened, an archer, a wizard. So we already have a mage character. Archers are decent. They can be very good at support, but also do a lot of damage. We'll go with this one. They'll actually do well with Saphira, so we'll actually meet them down here at the Ancient Wonder. We'll move this unit over here, and we'll need to move somebody out of Saphira's army. Let's do the spider. We'll move the spider over here. So Penway's founded. Looks like I have to clear some armies off these before I get them. So this has a gold vein on it and some astral dew. Oh, there's so many options here. So we do. It's going to give us mana, knowledge, and gold just because of the gold vein and the other. Oh, the astral dew here is going to do that for us too. This magic item. So I want this, but I think I'm going to do a forester because it's going to give us just a little bit of everything. There we go. And then we'll have to clear off this army to get the gold vein. I don't like this guy's here, so we're going to start production. I'm going to start with the palisade walls in the workshop just to get that going. Astral dew acquired. Some more development skills here. And we can keep expanding over here. We'll keep doing the farms. So this actually gives us 10 for the farm and 10 for the pastures. That's 20 food. Keep going. The governor, this person here, or this hero rather, does food. You know what? This is the new one. So we'll give him that one. And the governor is not set for this one either. So do our third hero. So we got some magic. We got a bunch of magic here, some gold, knowledge, food, just a whole bunch of stuff going on there. We will keep this army here just to protect the city since he's right here. So he's 506. 514 is going to be a close battle, but we do have this bannerman coming to back them up. And we actually cannot expand too much here. So keep them here, end the turn, and we will move on. We will combine the heroes. You can see now they're 703, Hero 1, Hero 2, and then our support and cast here. So we'll go to the Ancient Wonder. You declare war. Oh, looks like our ally actually already has this. So I wonder if we can negotiate. We'll need 680 gold to buy that from them. So they have that one. Oh, I guess that's what the dotted line is. That means it's already taken. There it is. Oh, we already cleared that one out. Let's see if there's another one. I don't see one, so we'll save up some gold for that. We'll move them down here to this watchtower. Ooh, they're coming at us. So actually, we'll start moving this way. Chaplain goes here. They can actually start a siege, so can we can't finish this. This will give us a couple of turns. See how it gives us the walls here. It'll give us a couple of turns to come reinforce them. Keep the army here and turn. So yeah, he's coming straight at us. They're gonna probably start a siege. We have 300 gold, 150 for the defensive pact. I can get a unicorn, stone spirit, plus soul unit. That is a tier 3 sword unit, or shield unit rather. Stone spirit or a unicorn. Do the blessed soul unit. Let's see, we can do Legion of Zeal. Should be ready next turn when we fight. So we're in our domain, so we should be able to move further, faster. We have two turns until we're breached, so we should be good to move in here. We'll set production over here. More food. We'll do the estate hall. There's a lot of food here. I'm gonna move them kind of like over in the corner, just so that they can get pulled into whatever battle may or may not happen. As long as they're within the city walls or on the city walls, they'll actually be considered defending. So we'll leave them here in hopes that if they do go attack Saphira, they'll actually get pulled into the fight as well. Oh, it looks like they did not like that. That's an interesting choice. Enchant. So we still have some positive here. So interestingly enough, they left their like main hero right here to be attacked. More development skills. Experience. Don't have any vassal cities anymore. Vision range is good. We'll do the vision and range sensing. Set production. Do the workshop. So it's all about making decisions based on the situation. Our production is really low, so the choice I'm going to make here is probably gold, but then the iron deposit as well. Actually, we're doing all right on gold. Their food is low. I'll do the farm. So the farm will clear out the iron deposit here shortly. And I can actually just go probably walk straight over this guy since he decided to pull all of his units. We'll do auto combat. So we got 3 heroes, a boatload of other units. Yeah, we took like no damage here. And you can see Yaka is in the Astral Void. He'll be there for 2 or so turns. I think it's 2, which will give us time to build. If you do suffer losses, it'll give you time to regrow your army. I'm going to build a chaplain, or I'm sorry, train a chaplain here, get them ready, and 7 turns. My domain's been invaded. Yada yada. We'll annex. We'll do this farm here. Actually. Yeah, we'll connect the territories so our units can actually move faster between the territories. We'll do the farm. And then when either this one or one of these cities can annex again, we'll do this territory here so our units, if needed, can just sprint through our territory to the front lines here. Looks like we can actually chase these guys down if we're so inclined. So we'll move Saphira here, move this army here, and this guy here. 716 to 1371, and that's even with injured units. And actually, I should have my army heal. Oh, I didn't have it prepped. That is bad on me. Oh, looks like I could have had this going too. We'll do that first, since I can't actually heal. Here we go. So we got 3 armies. We've got 3 armies. It says ours is stronger than theirs. We do have this tier 4 unit, which kind of worries me a little bit. But with 3 heroes, we should be able to take them. I'll do auto combat, because you can always retry if you don't like the results. We lost our spider. I'm not too terribly worried about that. I don't use spider units a whole lot for the way that I play. This pikeman's still alive, which is good, and my army heal should... Oh, it's not going to be ready next turn. But I can actually integrate this blessed soul into this army here, so it's no big deal. We'll just reinforce them. So reinforce. And we'll just continue moving towards Yakathan. Hopefully by turn, let's say 35, we've either taken over the free city over here or we've taken over Yakathan. So I like to get this natural recovery. These hit points that they recover in friendly domain is really helpful if you're getting pushed back to your own cities. Helps keep your guys alive longer. We've got our 2 armies here. Gonna go here. Here we go. Or persuade them to go away. Just because we have these nodes and we're not able to use them. So here we'll do the, let's see, food is still, oh, so that's actually, these are all 0. So do the stonemason. We have 2, do the vendor. So in 4 turns we'll have, so sorry, it was 4 turns. In 3 turns we'll have 2 more buildings to continue on with. We can annex another province here. Let's see. We could continue up this way. Actually, I see this resource here, this astral dew. Get the forester, and then we can probably get this astral dew next time. Oh, so it looks like our ally actually took over the free city before our enemy did, so we don't actually have to fight them. We'll use some Imperium here. We don't really have a choice, but I do want the gold vein. So they went away. We got 200 gold and the gold vein. So we will move towards Iakatha since Orculum is already under control of our allies, so we don't have to worry about them. Army Heal's ready, so it's prepped. You know, we've got 4 active skills here. This one gives us stand together for all of our units, or I'm sorry, the units that are affected. So for this Legion of Zeal makes them deal extra spirit damage. This is 1, 2, 5, so 5 units there, total upkeep of 10. And if you want to see what your upkeep is here, you can see I've got a unit upkeep of -28 and a enhancement upkeep of -23. So it just kind of keeps you aware of what's going on here. So the chaplain here. Let's see if we'll queue up the town hall just in the off chance that we actually need it. I foresee this being over in just a couple of turns. We'll continue to move and see what happens. So you can actually pillage the provinces as you go. It'll hurt your alignment a little bit, but it'll take away the resource node. So here they've got 7 food, 7 draft, and looks like they got some other bonuses here. It'll just take that away from them after a couple of turns. So we'll hang out here, see what happens. It looks like the free city Orculum is also doing that to their mine. That's not a terrible idea. Let's see. So even though this battle's probably going to be over soon, I like to continue prepping like it's not. So we've got some of these buildings that are only 1 turn worth of wait time. I'll queue up a couple of those just in the off chance that we need them. Again, same thing here. The castle, probably important to have that. And then we'll do some battlements just in the off chance they get attacked. We'll wait. Oh, that's not what I meant. And Tridale's good. Penway is good, so we'll go to our hero here. Don't want to stray too far from this person. They're going to be stuck there for another turn, but we can move a little bit just to see what's going on, kind of expand. So he's got an army of 574. Our main army is 746. Look at our heroes, see if we have anything new. It doesn't look like it. Oh, I actually have 2 skill points here. give this person Lord of, let's see, crops. And then I like to do either inspiring leader if I'm hurting on resources, which right now I'm not, or vigor, just because they're lower level and these hit points can make the difference in any battle. Actually, I'm just going to move in, start the siege here. It says it's going to take 6 turns, but we'll move in our other army since they'll finish up. For these sieges, we'll add siege projects. These just kind of unlock as you go. I like undermining walls. This adds more entrances for the walls that are broken at the beginning of the battle. And I either like harass defenders this early on. This is probably my favorite to use. Or we can do this construct onagers. This just gives you 2 catapults to just kind of use freely in the battle. We'll do harass defenders, just kind of injure them a little bit. Do close. And we'll continue. I may skip ahead because there's probably not a whole lot that's going to happen between now and the final battle, so we will just wait. So as you can see, we're ready to do the final battle. Just because I like to be prepared, I'm still expanding my territory as things happen. And do forester here. And you can see I built I trained 3 more units just to enlarge my army, because he did the same thing. He got more units preparing for this fight. And then here it says a breach was made. Go to attack. It's 1675 to 629. I'm just going to basically be a pushover, or it's going to be a pushover. I'm just going to auto combat. You can do manual combat if you really want to. I'm going to auto combat. Probably won't suffer much. So 2 losses, no big deal there, but the mission is actually over. And click through this. Thank you for joining today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.